Welcome to another episode of Shapes Tricking. We're going to be talking about under rotation, rotation, and over rotation, just rotation in general. Before we get started, let's go back to a nice moment in classic tricking. It just warms the heart. The first ever quad cork from Michael Guthrie. And then the second ever quad cork, do you know? Alexander Anderson. And if you're really good at tricking trivia, the third, Shosei. And we could do an entire video just about that hook kick. But today we're talking about rotation. So congratulations to these three for going down in the history books of having the first three quad corks. Shout out to Zen for editing that little video. Now when we talk about under-rotated twists, there's a concept called a treble cork. And let's watch an old tutorial on treble cork.
Okay, so there's a treble cork. And that's a treble cork. And if you look back at it again, you're really going to want to land on your right leg first. And then just kind of gyro around on that point. It's like a hyper cork, and then whoop. If you got good flexibility, you can pull off the illusion.
Okay, so then treble cork came out, and we started to realize that some people were landing their dubs in semi and then just finishing the half rotation. And you would see this a lot in double B twists. You can also use context clues and watch the way he edited this slow-mo clip by not slow-moing the part that would show that it was troubled. So you can do it less and less, and it creates more and more the illusion, but a telltale sign to look for in a treble, especially on a double B twist, is this reverse aerial or reverse leg lift that comes out. And this actually allows you to find really stupid axes that you can land your double twists on. Like, I call that a double Twizzler, and then there's that reverse aerial that comes out because the right leg touched first, and all the weight is shifting from the right to the left. In a fully rotated twist, you'll land in complete. So in a fully rotated double B twist, you'll land in an eagle.
Oh yeah, looking great but feeling bummy.
So to bring it back to some quad fulls, and we'll notice that even these quad fulls that get comboed, most of them aren't fully rotated. They don't actually make it to complete. They're shy by just a little bit of degrees. So if we super slow-mo this, we can see he's going to land on his right foot first, which is semi or fake semi, depending on how much you rotate. Allowed for the reverse aerial. And again, so if we wanted to see a fully rotated quad full, we would need it to land at an eagle and swing through. And this is Johan, quad full, swing cork, cork, gainer, or cork, cork, yeah, it ends in triple cork. Okay, so even though he's doing cartwheel, watch his toes. They're both squared up and pointed to the right when he takes off. Now watch his left foot. His toe is pointed to the right. He maintains the DOM a little bit shallow by a slight sub-degree. And in my mind, it's between that right there, that clip, and a scoot double full and back out as the two hardest combos or tricks in tricking. So then let's look at the first ever quad cork in competition. Actually, let's just talk about that hook kick. This B kick setup-esque looking leg lift, just spin step. Alright, let's go back to the quad cork. That isn't really a quad cork. It's pretty shallow. But because it happened so fast, you don't get a replay. That looks like a quad cork at full speed. Alright, let's now go back to one of the most iconic moments in tricking. World's first triple cork. Scott Skelton.
Everyone in the entire planet of tricks.
Oh god.
Now, just like how over-cheating and under-cheating is relative to what you say you're doing, when it comes to twisting, everyone has their own window of acceptability. So if we really wanted to, we super slowed down the first ever triple cork, we could find the frame where he actually lands in fake semi first. But it easily falls within the window of acceptability for the majority of people out there. So you have the practical sense of, okay, that's triple cork. But if you really wanted to get technical and go deep into trickolosophy, you'd find out that if you zoomed in on any punch takeoff, that it's impossible for both feet to actually touch the ground at the same time. And if you think about atoms, between the nucleus is this mostly empty space anyways, so we're not even really transitioning at all. But there's a lot more to landing a trick than just the objective inherent reality. What happened after Nick Fry landed the first standing double back? What happened after Scott did the first triple cork? After those moments, everybody started to do them. The floodgates were open. So if you look back at the first 3 quad corks, each person will have their own window of acceptability. None of them land incomplete. All of them land right leg first, or in semi first, fake semi. But they all fall within the window of acceptability. For me personally, I don't know about you. You can post in the comments and tell us all about which ones you think are real, not. But yeah, these are quad corks. There's nothing else to call them. You don't call them 3.75s or whatever. That's just stupid. They're going for quad cork, and it's relative to what they're going for. So it's a slightly under-rotated quad cork. It could be cleaner. So I'm going to leave you today with the forefront of tricking technology. Movement technology, really, any sport of movement. Here is the first ever on-floor supposed quint, which just basically meant he was going for quint. He wasn't going for 4.5. He obviously didn't make it, but that relates to this old-ass clip of Kenzo Shirai with the round-off back handspring, 4.5, punch front half. Now, I don't have any details on this. I just assume he was going for 4.5 punch front half. But the fact that this is recorded off of a TV, it's like super sketchy cutty, like he was just showing his friends or something, someone leaked it. For a while now, tricking has surpassed any elite gymnastics, elite any other sport of movement. We're doing scoot double full in, and we're on the race for quint. A tricker will probably get quint. So go do some quints.
Why am I talking like an American? I don't know.